Alright mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 2015 online game series. I'm West Ham manager, Hugh Wizzy is Arsenal manager, and True Geordie is Newcastle manager. Last episode wasn't the best for me. In fact, it was my worst in terms of results because I lost 2 of my 3 games. Both the losses came in the league, which pushed me down the table. Unfortunately, I'm now in 10th place. However, I got a little bit of confidence back in the third game when I managed to knock Chelsea out of the Capital One Cup on a penalty shootout that was ridiculous. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you go back and watch what happened. It was crazy. It was a little bit like the Everton West Ham penalty shootout that happened in the FA Cup recently, the real life one. So definitely worth watching that if you haven't seen it. This episode I've got 3 tough games. I've got Sunderland at home. Hopefully that's winnable. Then I've got Man United away, who are top of the league, unbeaten. And I've got to play them at Old Trafford. And then I've got Everton at home. And the first match of next episode is the biggest match so far. It's against Hugh Wizzy of Arsenal away. It's the first time that either of us or any of the 3 of us have played each other. It's going to be a corker. So I want to go into that game with good form by getting as many points as possible this episode. Let's crack on. Okay, it's time for the Capital One Cup quarter-final draw. I beat Chelsea and knocked them out. Who am I going to get in the next round? West Ham are going to play Man United, the hardest team in there. Are you kidding me? Liverpool are going to play Everton. Forest are going to play Southampton. Tottenham are playing Stoke. I would have taken Forest, Southampton. I would have taken any of the clubs over Man United. That is the toughest draw possible. Okay, it's time for my first game of the episode at home against Sunderland. And because that Capital One Cup game went the distance to penalties, my team is knackered. And as a result, I'm having to play a weakened 11. Winston Reid is actually starting on 84%. Zarate is starting on 90%. Most of the rest of the team has been rotated though. Cresswell's coming in at left back. Tompkins is coming in at centre back. O'Brien's coming in for Van der Veer at right back. Nolan's starting. Matty Jarvis is starting. Downing is staying in the team. On the bench, we're going to have Noble, Van der Veer, Valencia, who's been one of our best players, but he's on 87%. Hopefully, I'll get him involved off the bench, though. So we'll see what we can do with a weakened team, but at home against Sunderland, I'd like to think we can still get 3 points. It's a tight game as well, because Sunderland are currently sitting in 11th place. I'm sitting in 10th. It's a mid-table 6-pointer, mate. We're all at home today. Arsenal are playing Everton and Newcastle are playing Leicester. So you'd like to think Geordie can pick up 3 points at home against Leicester. He needs them because he's under a lot of pressure. He's lost all his games last episode. That's their team. They've got Connor Wickham up front. They've got Adam Johnson, Larson, Rodwell, Giaccherini in the middle, Van Aanholt, Vergini. They've got 5 at the back. 5 at the back, you say? Okay. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Use the Chelsea match as momentum. Take it. Use it. Let's get 3 points. I believe in you. Come on, you Irons. Uh-oh. They've got a chance here, though. No, we've got a chance. Downing. Great ball for Zarate. Can he finish it? Mauro the bloody ratty. What was that? Oh, they've got a corner now. Vergini. Oh, my God. How's that not gone in? It's half-time. It's 0-0. Come on, boys. Let's find something in this second half, please. Oh, no. Mauro Zarate's injured. That's the last thing we wanted. Okay, I'm going to bring in a Valencia on for him, even though he's not fully fit. I'm going to bring him on. Come on, boys. Marky Nobes. Find something. Ravel Morrison, prove to me. He's probably going to be sold in real life. I think his time at West Ham in the real world is done. And the Valencia off the bench. Oh, what an opportunity. Well, I think it's going to end in 0-0, guys. A bore draw. Yes, there it is. It's all over. To be honest, as much as I would have liked to have won that game, I will take it because my boys were knackered after the Chelsea match. It could have been a lot worse. James Tompkins gets man of the match at the back. He's done well. I'm just looking at some of the Premier League stats here, and Robin Van Persie is absolutely smashing it. He's got 10 goals in 9 games, 6 assists as well. He's the best rated player in the league. In fact, the only 2 people to appear in the top goal scorers, top average rating and most assists charts that aren't Chelsea or Man U players are my 2 West Ham boys, Enner Valencia and Mauro Zarate. Zarate is out for 3 to 4 days. Hopefully he'll be back in time for the next game against United. We're going to need him. The board are pleased with me, which is good, although they are disappointed with the 2-0 defeat to QPR. So am I, guys. So am I. The other guys' results from the last game, by the way. Arsenal won 3-0. Good win for Wizzy. True Geordie picked up a point drawing at home with Leicester. What does that do to the league table, I hear you ask? Let's have a look. Arsenal are in 4th. I'm now in 9th. And True Geordie's out the relegation zone. He's in 16th. Oh my God, the chosen one is back. Andy Carroll has began full training. Could he play in the Man U game? It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Wizzy's got another one of his bloody wooden spoon Europa League matches now away against Ferencvaros. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. Wow. Okay, something to report. Wizzy has lost 4-0 in the Europa League away against Ferencvaros from the middle of nowhere. Zoltan Gera got a goal. Blast from the past. Hashtag WBA, how's your mum? What is going on with Wizzy? He did get a sending off, but Flamini went off when they were already 2-0 down, so you can't blame it on that. Wizzy out. Hashtag it. Easy win predicted for Man United. I'm not surprised they're smashing it. I'm 9-1 to win the match. De Canio pinpoints Van Persie threat. Cheers, Paolo. I've already pinpointed the threat. I've talked about it, mate. I know he's a danger. Look at that. 9 apps, 12 goals, 9 assists, 8.57 average rating. What the hell? Okay, it's Premier League game day again. Arsenal have got a must-win game at home against Burnley. Newcastle are away against Crystal Palace in what could be a relegation 6-pointer. I've got my toughest match of the season so far. Away versus the league leaders, Man United. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different this game. I'm going with 5 at the back, wing-back formation. Collins, Reed and Tompkins, the 3 centre-backs. Taylor and Van der Weijl, the wing-backs. Song and Noble in the middle. Downing and Zarate on either wing. Valencia up top. Let's do this, boys. My aim is to nick any kind of point from Man United. If I can stop them getting 3, I'll be happy. And I know Wizzy will be happy as well. Their team, pretty impressive. They've gone with Rooney and Van Persie up front. Mata behind. Blind, Fletcher and Fellaini in the middle. Shaw, Rojo, Jones and Valencia at right back. De Gea in goal. They've got Falcao on the bench. Come on, boys. Do it for me. Do it for the fans. Massive. Just don't concede an early goal. That's all I ask. Don't concede anything early. Don't get us out of the game. Right, it's 3 minutes. I'm hoping this is not going to go in. I'm hoping this isn't going to go in. Oh my God, it could have. Adrian, hold on tight. Fellaini, Mata. Good save, Adrian. Let's change to counter. Van Persie's got it. All right, still them. Ball's coming in. Van Persie's put a header in the back of the net. Oh dear, boys. We haven't had a single shot yet, so I'm not confident with this formation right now. Rooney! Oh my God, another save from Adrian. Oh, Rooney makes it 2-0. We're in all sorts of trouble now, boys. I'm taking Reed off. I'm putting Ravel Morrison on against his old club. Going back to the 4-1-2-2-1 formation. Let's see what we can do. Can we at least get a chance, boys? Can we at least get a chance, or are they going to have another one? Uh-oh. It's 3-0. Our worst performance of the season by far. Against a very impressive Man United team. Downing gives the ball away straight away to Carrick, ex-West Ham player. Mata. 4-0, lads. Oh, Zarate's picked it up. Noble. Morrison. Taylor. Come on, boys. It's the longest possession I've seen us keep. Morrison. Can we get a goal for the fans? Marking Obes. Zarate. He's put it over. And now he's been subbed off for Matty Jarvis. And I think this is going to be the final whistle. We're playing some of our best football at the very end of the game. And the whistle's going to go any second, I think. Oh, dear, boys. There's the final whistle. 4-0. That's not good enough. We didn't have a single shot on target. I'm far from pleased. Okay, the other results are in. Arsenal smashed it. 3-0 at home against Burnley, as you'd expect. Geordie's game was an absolute corker. He was 4-2 down with 10 minutes left against Palace away. And he managed to get 2 goals, including one in the 92nd minute, which made it 4-4. Vital draw for Geordie there. That keeps him out of the relegation zone in 17th place. I'm down to 11th, I think my lowest position all season. And Hugh Wizzy's gone up to 3rd. Right, I've just given Andy Carroll 45 minutes in my under-21s. He's come through it without an injury. So he might be ready to play some part in the Everton game. The last thing I needed while I'm in this bad run of form is an injury to a key player. And that's exactly what I've got. Mark Noble has been injured on Ireland duty. 4 to 5 weeks out. Okay, final game day of the episode now. I'm at home to Everton. Arsenal are away to Stoke and True Geordie is at home to West Brom. We're changing things up again. We're going with a 4-1-3-1-1 formation. Zarate in his preferred trickle twister role. Valencia up front. Downing and Emil Vitano on the flanks. Morrison in the middle. Song is in the defensive ball-winning midfielder role. And then we've got Cresswell, Reed, Collins, Van der Weijl at the back. Adrian in goal. We need a win. Our form's not been great. If you look at our form, we've got 1 win in our last 5 games, and that was in the Capital One Cup. So we haven't won in the league for 4. The other big news is we have got Andy Carroll on the bench. Even though they're away, Everton have been made the favourites for this fixture. They're currently sitting in 5th in the league. That's why. That's their team. Lukaku up top, Morales and Pinar, Barry, Gibson, McCarthy, Baines, Distin, Jagielka, Coleman and Howard. We obviously played them recently over 2 legs in the FA Cup. Clinched the victory over penalties. Let's hope we can get a victory here as well. Come on, boys. Here we go. Big game, big game, big game. Howard with the goal kick. It's come out to Ravel Morrison, who's picked it up. He's running at pace. Ravel! Oh, it's saved. Cresswell with the corner. Puts it in. Rinston Reed. Collins. Valencia. Song. Zarate. Hit it! Off the bar. James Collins with the goal of all people. We're 1-0 up. He did score in the first leg of the FA Cup game against them as well. So that is realistic, if you like. And it was from a corner. Cresswell to Song, to Downing, to Valencia, to Cresswell. Come on, let's get a win here, boys. Morrison, Downing, Zarate with a great hit. Morrison with the rebound. We're 2-0 up. It's offside. It's offside. I hate it when the game does that. So far, they've only had one shot and it was off target. But they are on the attack here. Don't let them score. Come on, they've had one shot. We've had like 12. No. Oh, bloody hell, Lukaku. Why do you have to ruin everyone's fun? It's always the Belgians. That was their first shot on target. Okay, it's 1-1. It's the second half now. Tim Howard with a goal kick. Jagielka, Distan. Reed picks it up. Collins. Who's that to, Collins? Come on, boys. Come on. We've been on top. We've been on top. Thank God Lukaku missed that. Barry. Spreading it. Van der Veel wins it, but we're just kicking it to no one. Pienaar. Come on, boys. Barry. Lukaku. Oh, it's going to come. It's going to come. It's going to come. Oh, my God. Off the bar. Thank God for that. Right, okay. Zarate's going out right. Emil Furtano's coming off for Kevin Nolan. Come on, boys. Make something happen for me. 66 minutes. Into the 70th. 75th minute. They've got a throw. Oh, no. McCarthy. I don't like this when they linger outside my box. Get it out. Get rid of it. Oh, for God's sake. We should have been 2-0 up instead we're 2-1 down. Okay, Andy Carroll's come on for Stuart Downing as a target man. Zarate and Valencia on the wings. Come on, boys. 83rd minute. Andy Carroll, can you be a hero for me? Seconds left. Come on. No, it's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to be another defeat. It started so well. We were tricked by the game into thinking we were smashing it when we weren't. Oh, and it's another defeat. This is the worst possible form to be going into a massive match against Arsenal and Hugh Wizzy. So disappointing. 20 shots we had, 7 on target. They only had 5. 5! Okay, the other scores are in. Geordie drew a game with West Brom at home. Not the worst possible result. I ended up losing to West Brom when I played them. And Arsenal got an away win against Stoke. Giroud with the goal, so they're doing really well. What does that mean for the league? Wizzy keeps his place in 3rd. Geordie stays outside of the relegation zone, only on goal difference with 10 points from 12 games. I'm in 11th position still with 15 points, but I haven't had a win in the league for a while. Okay, it's that time of the episode again. Let's have a quick Skype chat with True Geordie and Hugh Wizzy. Okay, boys, I don't really want to talk about this episode very much, so I'll hand it over to you, boys. We'll start with Mr. Arsenal.
Whoa.
What do you mean? What?
Well, I want to talk about. I actually don't know what happened in your game. So I mean, have you all played 3 Premier League games as well?
Yeah, played 3, mate. Okay, quick review from Spencer is that I haven't won a game in the league for 2 episodes now. It's pretty bad.
Well, we did pick up 3 wins in this episode. 3-0 against Everton, Lacazette on fire. Burnley, another 3-0 victory, Ozil on fire. And I decided that Olivier Giroud, who started to look unhappy, needed some game time. Started him instead of Lacazette, who has been on absolute form. And Giroud came up with the goods. 3 points at the Britannia. Extremely happy with the performances this episode, except for our little mishap in the Euro Cup. Although
I was wondering if you were going to mention that.
Playing the kids out in a competition which isn't our priority, it's not the end of the world. And if there was one game that I wanted to lose this episode, or wouldn't have minded losing, it was that one. What about you, Geordie? How'd you get on?
Well, it wasn't a bad episode, but it wasn't a good episode either, mate. You know, first one, I drew 1-1 with Leicester. All right, I'm not getting beaten, but they're the games I want to win. I'm in the relegation zone. I need to beat them. They're the 6-pointers. So then I went away to Crystal Palace and had the most epic draw. This is the most crazy game I can ever describe, right? I was 4-2 down with 84 minutes played. 4-2 down. By full time, it was 4-4, and I was going mental. I just lost it. Completely mental. I don't think even FIFA doesn't make us go like this. It was unbelievable. Me performances are getting a bit better, but the defence, I've got Colaccini and Ron Vlaw in defence. You'd think they'd never been defenders in their lives. I mean, we're just leaking goals left, right and centre. So I'm worried when I play an actual good team, what's going to happen to us. On the plus side, Spencer, mate, you made me feel a bit better about myself in this one, because I was looking at your results thinking, fuck, he got Oviedo to the Champions League final and even he's struggling. So that makes me all right. I'm happy about that. So at least you've cheered this Geordie lad up.
I wish I could say that I felt bad for you and decided to lose some games, but unfortunately I'm genuinely trying my best and I'm struggling. So West Ham right now is a harder challenge than Oviedo, but we'll see. I'm sure, I mean, to be fair, if you told me whatever we are, like 10 games in or whatever we are, 12 games in, that I'd be 11th at this point, I probably would have taken it because it could have been a lot worse. So as long as we turn it around and get some decent results in the next few episodes, and that big match next episode, let's not forget the first time either of our clubs have played each other, I will be taking on Wizzy away at the Emirates. Big game for me. You can't afford to slip up, Wizzy, so I'm looking forward to that.
Should be special.
Let's do this, lads.
Okay, guys, that is it for this episode of Football Manager. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop it a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you on the next one when hopefully I'm going to turn my form around and beat Hugh Wizzy of Arsenal. Don't go changing.